tonight, honoring your husband. Hello and welcome to the First Lady of Music, Beyoncé.
Davis party is always a highlight of Grammy weekend. The anticipation for the big show on Sunday reached a fever pitch with just the mention of two names. We hear that Beyoncé and Jay-Z are opening the show. What's your reaction to that?
About time.
Ooh, that's going to be hot. That's going to be fantastic.
I think that's awesome. You know, when you have two amazing artists that have great chemistry, you know, to open up, I think that's amazing.
Anyone who follows the music industry knows there's been growing discussion about who could eventually inherit the kind of influence that legendary executive Clive Davis once held. As conversations about his legacy continue, Wendy Williams has added another controversial perspective to the debate. According to comments attributed to her, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been working aggressively to position themselves as two of the most influential figures in the entertainment business. She suggested that they are using every connection and opportunity available to strengthen their standing within the industry. Those remarks have fueled even more online speculation, especially after a year filled with headlines and public discussions surrounding both Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Many social media users believe that reaching the level of influence once associated with Clive Davis would provide unmatched power, stability, and protection in an industry where reputation can change overnight. Whether those claims hold any truth or are simply internet speculation remains a matter of debate, but they have certainly kept fans talking. To understand why these conversations continue, it's important to look back at Clive Davis and the enormous impact he had on the music business. Throughout his decades-long career, Davis helped launch and shape the careers of countless artists, earning a reputation as one of the most powerful executives in the industry. At the same time, his legacy has become increasingly controversial, with critics revisiting his role in the careers of artists such as Phyllis Hyman, Aretha Franklin, and Whitney Houston. Some online commentators have also questioned his professional relationship with Sean Diddy Combs, arguing that Davis played a significant role in helping elevate him within the business. Whitney Houston is often at the center of these discussions because her success became one of Davis's greatest accomplishments. Many fans believe Whitney possessed a once-in-a-generation voice that would have found worldwide success regardless of who signed her. Davis undoubtedly helped guide her career, but some argue that her extraordinary talent was the true driving force behind her rise to superstardom. One frequently repeated story involves The Bodyguard. According to longtime industry accounts, Davis initially had reservations about Whitney pursuing acting, reportedly fearing it might distract from her music career. However, after hearing the soundtrack and recognizing its incredible potential, he became supportive of the project. The film and its music ultimately became historic successes, producing one of the best-selling soundtracks of all time. Critics have also argued that Davis often encouraged Black artists to pursue a more mainstream commercial sound, believing it would help them reach larger audiences. Some fans point to artists like Shanice, Jennifer Hudson, Monica, Leona Lewis, and Deborah Cox, suggesting that comparisons to Whitney Houston created expectations that were nearly impossible to match. Others disagree, arguing that each artist followed a unique path despite those comparisons. Regardless of where people stand on these debates, few deny that Clive Davis wielded extraordinary influence throughout the music industry. His reach extended far beyond his executive roles, making him one of the most connected figures in entertainment. Over the years, he also faced legal and professional controversies, including investigations and financial disputes that received significant media attention. Even so, his influence remained remarkably strong, and his legacy continues to inspire passionate debate about power, success, and who, if anyone, could ever fill the position he once occupied.
The other part of that is we never talk about what Clive Davis did to Milli Vanilli, because those were young black men, but they looked a certain way and they were too pretty. But we have these big old fat black guys that can really sing, so we're going to have them sing, but we're going to put Milli Vanilli up. And then when it got discovered that the scam was happening, Clive Davis didn't lose a Grammy. Milli Vanilli did. Clive Davis wasn't shunned. Milli Vanilli was. Clive Davis went on and made Bad Boy, made J Records, gave Usher a record deal, built LaFace Records, did everything he wanted to do without without any consequence or recompense to what he did to those young boys who were out front through no fault of their own, who were forced into that situation, and the fat black kids who were in the back singing.
During Diddy's RICO case, rumors began circulating online that the federal raids were intended to distract attention from alleged connections involving Clive Davis and other influential music executives. Some commentators even speculated that Clive may have encouraged Cassie to move forward with her lawsuit, suggesting she felt confident because she believed she had powerful support behind her. However, none of these claims have been publicly verified. Even so, the speculation fueled endless debate across social media. Many people believed that if these stories were only the surface, there could be much more happening behind the scenes. Regardless of the rumors, one thing many industry insiders have long agreed on is Clive's enormous influence. For years, he was viewed as someone few people wanted to challenge, with many believing his connections and reputation could significantly impact an artist's career.
They claim he was one of the most evil producers in the game, right? Remember when TLC held him hostage in that bad contract? Oh, all right. Remember Whitney passed away the night before the Grammys? There's supposed to be his name around it. Remember they asked him about a whole bunch of stuff about P. Diddy? And he didn't say nothing? What does Clive spell backwards? Rest in peace.
Being on Clive Davis's good side was often seen as a major advantage in the music industry. Artists who earned his support were believed to receive promotional opportunities, industry connections, and label resources that many performers could only dream of. Because of that influence, discussions about who might inherit a similar level of power have continued to grow as people reflect on his legacy. For Wendy Williams, the answer has been clear. She has repeatedly suggested that Jay-Z is one of the industry's biggest gatekeepers. After establishing himself as one of hip-hop's most successful rappers, he expanded into the business world through record labels, streaming platforms, investments, and other ventures. Alongside Beyoncé, he helped build one of entertainment's most recognizable power couples. Together, the Carters have created a global brand that represents music, business, fashion, and influence. Their success has also earned them a level of respect that few artists can match. Many performers view them as music royalty, and some feel maintaining a positive relationship with the couple is important for navigating the entertainment industry. However, despite their accomplishments, their public image has faced increasing scrutiny in recent years. While Beyoncé's loyal fan base continues to defend the couple, online conversations have become more critical, with social media users revisiting old controversies and questioning their influence behind the scenes. Nicki Minaj, for example, has publicly criticized Jay-Z over the sale of Tidal. She claimed she was underpaid for her ownership stake and expressed frustration over how the deal was handled. She has also suggested that her music has not received the support she expected, though those claims remain her personal perspective and have not been substantiated. Fans have also revisited Rihanna's relationship with Tidal after her ENTI album appeared on the platform ahead of its planned rollout. Some critics argued that the release strategy prioritized promoting the streaming service, while others viewed it as a complicated business decision rather than intentional sabotage. Rihanna herself has never publicly stated that the incident is the reason she has not released another studio album. Beyond music, Jay-Z has also faced criticism for certain business and political decisions. Some commentators questioned his partnership with the NFL following his earlier support for Colin Kaepernick's activism. Others pointed to his involvement with projects connected to the Barclays Center redevelopment, arguing that rising property values and neighborhood changes contributed to displacement in surrounding communities. Supporters, however, maintain that many of these issues are far more complex than they are often portrayed online. Regardless of where opinions fall, it's clear that Jay-Z and Beyoncé remain two of the most influential and most closely watched.
We know why
figures
he
in
don't
the
like
entertainment
Drake.
industry.
Jay-Z don't like nobody. That's the word on the curb, Uncle Ho. They say you don't like nobody. If somebody starts to get a little too this, that, and the fourth, you making a call. You making a call. You making a call. That's all I'm saying. Everybody say you make a lot of.
The jig is up.
Yo, that was crazy.
Everybody know. Everybody knows. We know now.
Jay-Z's name has also surfaced in online discussions about materials released in connection with Jeffrey Epstein, leading to widespread speculation across social media. Some internet users pointed to reported communications in which business strategies and cultural influence were discussed, with claims that Jay-Z's success was referenced as an example. However, many of the interpretations circulating online remain disputed and should not be treated as established fact. Beyoncé has also been the subject of numerous rumors over the years. Various conspiracy theories have accused her of everything from using witchcraft to borrowing ideas from other artists, while others have claimed that she and Jay-Z used their industry influence to limit competition from rising performers. Despite the popularity of these stories online, there is no verified evidence supporting such allegations. Even so, public perception has shifted as more scrutiny has been placed on powerful figures in the entertainment industry. Some commentators believe that watching the legal troubles of artists like R. Kelly and Sean Diddy Combs has intensified speculation about other influential celebrities. Critics argue that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are focused on maintaining their influence by strengthening relationships, expanding their business network, and staying ahead of industry changes. Whether those claims reflect reality or simply public speculation, the couple remains among the most influential and closely watched figures in music today.
The same thing that people look down on R. Kelly for, Jay-Z was engaged in the same type of activity. So my only point was, why y'all still honor him? Because y'all think he didn't, or because y'all don't know? Like, some of the facts was out there, like his artist Foxy Brown, you know what I mean? Even his business partner Dame Dash said he never wanted to sign Foxy Brown or didn't want dealings with her because of her age. But Jay-Z signed her. He had songs with her where they talking about sex and stuff like that, and she was only 15.
Some critics believe that's why Blue Ivy has been introduced to more high-profile public events, including major red carpets and other prestigious appearances. However, the response hasn't been entirely positive. While many fans have praised her confidence and poise, others have questioned whether some of her styling appears too mature for a teenager. Beyoncé also drew mixed reactions after saying Blue was ready, with some people wondering exactly what she meant by that and what kind of spotlight her daughter was being prepared to step into.
It's been talked about the whole night. B is here. Beyoncé is officially here at the Met Gala. Now, B, it's been 10 years.
10 years.
How does it feel being back?
It feels surreal because my daughter's here.
And Blue looks so beautiful.
She looks so beautiful. This is it's incredible to be able to share it with her, and I think she looks so incredible.
She looks so beautiful. I'm like, we could learn some red carpet tips from Blue.
Absolutely.
I'm like,
she was ready.
She was ready.
According to Wendy Williams, some industry insiders believe the Carters have been looking for ways to demonstrate that they still hold significant influence within the Black community. One example she pointed to was Jay-Z's partnership with Target for the exclusive release of the 30th anniversary edition of his debut album, Reasonable Doubt. Wendy suggested that the move was about more than simply selling records. It was also seen by some as a test of the couple's cultural influence. The timing sparked conversation because many consumers had been participating in a boycott of Target following criticism of the company's changes to its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. According to Wendy's perspective, if Jay-Z could encourage fans to return to the retailer despite the boycott, it would send a powerful message about his ability to influence public behavior. However, based on the reactions she referenced, many people were not convinced. Social media users argued they would continue making their own purchasing decisions, regardless of who endorsed a particular retailer. Wendy went on to say that the Carters have always understood the importance of business and branding. Jay-Z himself has long embraced the idea of hustling and entrepreneurship, even referencing that mindset in his music. Still, Wendy argued that many fans have become more willing to question powerful celebrities than they were in the past.